ladies and gentlemen, this is the final section of this tutorial videos for the web application. So for this final section, we are going to be dealing with the client interface of the web application. The client interface is going to be is going to be the shortest. I promise I won't take much of your time with this one. Why? Because the client mostly we are dealing with elderlies, aging, people who cannot functionally handle the PC like like we young folks do. So we'll be dealing with just I think just four tabs for the client's dashboard. So this is the first view, like with the other entities, like with the caregivers and the company, the client side. If it is the client's first time of logging in, let's say the client wants to log in, and the client give these login details to the family or to the referral company who are managing the client. This is the interface that they will be introduced with first time they log into the application. So first they will need to have a feel of it. This is the page that they will have. Normally when they log in, first things first, they need to navigate to their dashboard. So when they will log in, they would navigate immediately to the dashboard. Since the client is not looking out for shift like caregivers do, they might just want to hit their avatar. So if you are a company, if you are a referral link or referral company that hosting clients that you are managing, you are responsible for your client, make sure you upload any of the picture, whether it's your picture, your son's picture, the client's son, the daughter's picture, anyone, wherever. But everyone needs to have an avatar within the care application so that you can use all the functionalities without issues. So right here, you can click on your avatar if this is your first interface once you log in. So when you click on your avatar, you just hit the dashboard button. So this is your button, this is your to-go button. You are welcome to the account tab within your caregivers page. This is your caregivers interface. Within that, the first tab you will welcome with is your account tab. With the account tab, you can upload your picture. This is a picture here. So the client's first name is VIP, very important person. The client's last name is a client one. So this is supposedly our client one, and this is their email address. You can upload your details right here. So you key in your details. Make sure always a client and a caregiver is always associated with a company. So you might want to update that information right here. You might want to update that information right here. Make sure your company appears here. Select your company from the drop down and make sure your company appears right here. So the location of the client, where does the client live? You feed that information. Normally, the client location is not really a big deal, but the client's address that the client will be giving to the caregiving company is of utmost importance, because with that address, it is what the company is going to be used to blasting shifts to make sure that they have the right address. Remember, like I said, the address has to be right when you are scheduling a shift. The address has to be perfect, so that make sure you give your company the correct address. You give your company your right address so that they can schedule a shift and make sure that the caregiver arrives at the right location. So with that said, the client needs to update SOS contact, emergency contact, to emergency contact. So in case of anything happens with the client, the company needs to get in touch with the family. They need someone else. They need probably the sons or the daughter or whoever is managing the client or the client's referrer. So they need to contact them right here. So right here you can key in. So we have two spaces for the emergency contact. So contact one and contact two, you can fill up right here. Make sure you put their emails, put their names, relationship you have. It might be your son, there might be your wife, there might be your daughter, there might be your brother, whatever. Just make sure that field is correctly filled. So with that said, the client might be coming from a referral. So if a referral is managing the account, you might want to make that update right here. So you can put a referral name and put it here. Like I said, don't forget, each time you update information, do not forget to hit the save button. So if the client is tired, if for some reason you don't want to continue, you want to discontinue the services, the application, don't forget, as a client, don't forget to delete your data, to delete your account. You will be prompted right here to delete your account. So are you sure you want to delete the VIP's user's account? So if you continue, then you are going to delete that account. So if you're updating any information, you will be prompted to make sure you save that information so everything looks nice and slick. So with that said, we will move further to the next tab. That will be the shift tab on the client's page.